right, everybody, welcome back to the Zap Yankee Podcast. You are listening to the voices of Nick Giamonti and
Rich Pagnato. What's up, everybody? How you doing today?
How's it going, everybody? And welcome back to all those who are watching on YouTube and listening on Spotify. You're listening to episode number 15.
So what's going on, Nick? What's new with you?
Not much. Just, yesterday was Labor Day, or if you're listening on Wednesday, 2 days ago was Labor Day. It's not much. Just enjoyed the weekend.
Yeah.
Job searching right now.
I feel you, man. I feel you. Last hurrah of the summer. And yeah, the last 2 hours before I came here, I was applying to jobs too.
Yep.
It's a fun time in America.
What's not a fun time in America is how much the Yankees suck right now.
Yeah, Yankees playing like garbage. Let's just call a spade a spade. They're playing like trash.
It's just so frustrating. It's so frustrating.
As of last week, I want to say it was probably like Thursday or Friday. 6 of the starting guys in the lineup were batting .202 or less. That's awful. I mean, and then you got a guy you got Voit who's batting .276. You got LeMay he's still batting .400 or .350, whatever he's doing. And then you have who am I forgetting? And then you got Hicks, and everybody else is playing garbage, and it's pathetic. And a lot of this, everyone's blaming Boone, and Cashman. I don't blame either one of them. I personally blame the batting coach, the hitting instructor,
Marcus Thames.
Yeah, Marcus Thames. It's his first year, and this is pathetic. And I get a lot of these guys, they're not starters. Tyler Wade, Mike Ford, Mike Talkman, these guys aren't starters, and now they're thrust into the lineup, and they have to go against major league pitching, and they're not ready for it, or that awful batting mechanics. I don't know what it is, but Thames is doing a terrible job, and it's showing.
I just don't know what more to say, honestly. And everyone's out there oh, fire Boone, fire him, fire this. Look, do I think Boone should get fired? No. The past 2 years, he won 100-plus games back-to-back with the Yankees, brought them basically to the playoffs. Last year, brought them back to the ALCS against Houston.
With an entirely depleted squad.
Yeah, exactly. And the whole thing was next man up last year, the whole Savages thing. So I like Aaron Boone, but I do have to. I also don't agree with people saying fire Brian Cashman, because it's not his fault that his team's hurt and sucks right now.
I get the argument, but it's stupid.
You can't expect him to go out and get everybody.
Yeah, not only that, everyone's just they're mad at how he made the team. It's this.
It's not even that too. George Steinbrenner isn't alive anymore. He hasn't been alive for 10+ years. When he was alive, he would tell Cashman, "I don't care who you go get, I will give you the money." It's not like that anymore. Yeah. Hal Steinbrenner, Hal Steinbrenner is one that, the younger one. He's not like that anymore. He doesn't want to go out and spend $1 million contracts on 4 people every year.
And that's also, they changed the rules with the luxury tax, and they made it more of a hard tax, so every year that you're over it, the tax increases and stuff like that. So the Yankees, they reset that a few years ago, which is why they're able to go get a guy like Eric Cole and pay a guy like Stanton. But people are mad at Cashman, not because of who he's not getting, it's because of who he has gotten. A lot of people aren't happy that they gave, that they went and they got Stanton because of his contract. People aren't thrilled at the amount of money they threw at Cole, but listen, Cole's having a down year. But look at Clemens and look at CeCe, their first year in New York, and he has a lower ERA than Clemens, and a little bit higher than CeCe. So he's literally right there with them when they won Cy Youngs and they won championships. So people need to relax. But people just aren't happy with the decisions he's made, and they say that the team isn't, doesn't have enough depth, which is stupid. The exact same team with almost identical injuries that from last year won 100+ games. And now they could, but we don't have that opportunity.
Not only 2 people in this whole lineup has over a 300 batting average, and that's DJ LeMahieu and Esteban Florial.
Which doesn't count because he only had 3 at-bats.
Yeah, so just DJ LeMahieu. Everyone else, it's struggling to... I don't understand, honestly, why we still have Tyler Wade on this team.
Who are you going to put at second and short?
No, I'm saying after this year, get rid of him.
We'll see.
And also, you're gonna hate me for saying this though, but I'm still salty we traded Didi Gregorius, because he's having a great year in Philly.
Again, we didn't trade him.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
We had nowhere to put him. You can be as mad as you want.
We could have put him this year.
Are you starting him over DJ and Torres?
This year I would have started him over Torres, yeah.
No, you wouldn't have.
Yes, I would have.
You're telling me game 1 of the season, you're starting Didi over Torres.
Yeah. No. Peace. Yeah, I am.
Why?
Do you see Torres' batting average all year?
That's not the question. That wasn't the question. It was game 1.
Game 1 of the year.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm starting Didi because I trust him more.
No, you're not.
I trust him more.
That's the dumbest thing you've
He's
ever
a veteran
seen.
shortstop.
That is the dumbest. You're going to start him over your superstar shortstop who hit you 35 home runs last year, almost hit 300.
Wasn't a shortstop last year, though. He was
Yeah,
a second baseman.
So you're starting him at short because he's a natural shortstop.
I'm sticking to my
You're
word.
an idiot.
I'm sticking to my word.
That is the dumbest thing. Give me this. This is the dumbest thing you've ever said to me.
I am sticking to my word.
It's asinine. Didi, yeah, he's having a good year. And yeah, Torres is playing like crap this year. He's batting .233. But he's also hurt. He should be back now.
He is back. He's been back a couple days now.
Yeah, and he hasn't done anything, but he's back now.
Yeah, 'cause he sucks this year.
Yeah, and that's fine. But you can't sit here and tell me you're going to start Didi over him day 1. If you want to tell me now, I 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going into the season saying Didi's your starting shortstop.
Maybe. Well, I don't know.
No, it's not maybe. You're not doing that.
Maybe.
It's not maybe. You're not
Okay.
doing that. You're coming in with DJ, he's that
second
baseman. You're coming with Torres, who's been dubbed the silky smooth defender, which is not this year.
No, he usually is. Yes,
but you're not starting Didi over that. The investment that you have in Torres, you are not putting him on the bench. You are not putting him at DH when you have Stanton and Judge. There was no room for Didi. The only thing that could have maybe happened is you push DJ to third and you leave Torres at second. But that wasn't something they were going to do because people like you are obsessed with Gio Urshela.
Well, he's having a great year.
Gio Urshela is not having a great
Compared to
year.
everyone else, he's having a good year.
Oh, give me a break. He's batting under 270. No, this is career. That's his career. Sorry.
Down, right there.
No, this is his away.
Yeah, down.
Oh. This is career.
Why doesn't it show what he's doing?
Because
This
you keep using ESPN stats and they suck.
Well, also, too, people are saying that,
He's batting 272. He's got 6 home runs, 7 doubles. He's playing all right, but he's still this isn't who he is. And we went over this a few shows ago. He's not a solid everyday third baseman. And we're using him as that because we don't have anybody else.
you don't think he's good defensively? Because I think he's made a bunch of great plays this year.
I think he's great defensively, but I don't think he's an everyday starter. I'd rather anybody else besides Gio and Andujar, honestly. I love Andujar, but he can't play defensively.
He's horrible at third base.
fine. He's fine for now. Just like Luke Voigt and Mike Ford are fine for
At first base, yeah.
You'd rather a lot of other players than those 3 guys.
Yeah, like, if you look at the league, yeah, there's other people you would rather pick for those positions.
Not only that, I mean, Voigt's fun. Voigt's cool.
And he's having a great year right now.
Yeah, he's our best player right now.
Yeah.
I'm not mad about that, but he's not a good defensive first baseman.
No, he's a good
trash.
He's a good hitter.
He's a decent hitter.
First baseman,
He's a power hitter, and that's the thing. He's a great power hitter, and he always was. Well, not that he always was. Yankees found him in the rough, diamond in the rough, and they made him.
Look, in
better.
a perfect world, I'm taking Arenado for third base and Eric Hosmer as our first baseman.
Well, yeah, that's perfect world, but I mean, we have to be happy with what we have right now. And
what we have sucks.
Voigt's the same age as me.
Is he?
He's a month older than me.
Yeah, it could be you.
Don't get me started on that again.
Look, as people who are saying Aaron Boone should get fired, going back to that, I don't agree on that. What I do agree is he sugarcoats everything, though. I mean, like, even in, like, press conferences, he goes, oh, I think our pitching was okay today. No, your pitching was trash because you guys let up 10 runs in 1 inning. That is not good.
Well, that's also, like, another, like, wrong thing. Like, the pitching wasn't great yesterday. But there were a lot of defensive errors in that game, too.
But lately it hasn't been good. I mean, if you look at all the last past games,
very well lately.
Starters, yes, but the issue is he's taking them out at the wrong time.
Taking them out 5th, 6th inning.
You're having someone like Garrett Cole who's having a phenomenal game, and then he gets to the 6th inning, he lets up 1 run, or he has 1 person on base, and you're just taking him out immediately.
Well, the one thing I will say is, like, Boone is having very, very bad luck when it comes to pulling pitchers. He'll pull Cole when he's on fire, and then the bullpen will come up and they'll give up 2 runs and it's a loss. And then there'll be games like this past week where Cole goes 6 innings, gets 10 strikeouts, goes out for the 7th, gives up 5 runs. It's like You can't win. He's having such bad times pulling the pitchers when he has to, and that's just weird. That's honestly just weird. The bullpen's playing garbage this year. We have supposedly the best bullpen in the entire league.
And we start off like that.
Yeah, we started off on fire. You couldn't hit us. If we got into the 6th inning, pull the starter, keep their arm fresh, it's a weird season, throw in the bullpen. But now what's also happened is we did that so much, the bullpen's arms are beat. Like, you're forced to leave Loizaga in for 3 innings, and he's struggling.
Yeah.
I like Loizaga a lot, but, he's supposed to be our long reliever, but they're doing it so much, his arm's getting tired. You're throwing in a combo of... do they still have Ben Heller up there right now? I don't remember.
He keeps coming up, going down, coming up, going down.
And then you got Chad Green and Ottavino, who are supposed to be lights out, and they're just giving up runs every game like it's nothing. They can't get a guy out last night. It's bad. The bullpen is exhausted. Chapman doesn't have any control. He hasn't had control in 3 years.
Nobody wants to hit. It's a mess.
The team is lifeless. You watch this team walk from the dugout to the batter's box. It's literally watching slugs.
Us and Houston have the same record now, and that makes me happy.
What?
Houston's 21-20 also, and that makes me very happy.
Oh, good.
Because at least if we get to suck, Houston gets to suck, and that makes me very happy.
But it's a weird fucking season.
And also, too, there's 19 games left, and Richie was talking about before, how much better can the Yankees get in those 19 games? Because as of now, their playoff percentage is dropping every single game now. So you're thinking about are you going to lose to teams like Toronto and the Orioles, or are you going to go in there, have a 5-game winning streak, and get yourselves back into... You're not winning... First of all, the Yankees are not winning the division this year. That is totally out. Unless they win every single game for the rest of the season, that is out of the picture.
That's not happening.
No, unless they start winning and Tampa Bay just starts losing, that's it. We're 6.5 games back in division. We're in 3rd place now. We're 2 games behind Toronto. If their playoff percentage last week was 100, and now it's down to 89, which is still very high. It's still very high.
This is something that's very interesting that we haven't looked into, and I don't think many other people have. How do I get to? I'm trying to get to.
All we have to do is just get to 2nd place, and we're in the playoffs.
All right, so we started off the season on a major homestand. The Yankees are 14-7 at home, tied for tied for the 3rd most wins in the American League at home, and they have the.
You can probably do it overall, and it'll give you like a.
No, but they're 7-3 on the road. They're 14-7 at home, which really makes a very good assessment of the Yankees this year. That they started off the season 16-4 up until the beginning of August, and then they had that 5. They had that 6-game win streak, and that was really it. They won 5 more games outside of that 6-game win streak. But look at this, at home, at home. The game that they can't play on the road. That's essentially what I'm trying to say. How does the rest of their schedule play out for now? How many games are at home? They got 3.
They don't have
5,
a lot of games home.
7. 10 of their next 19 games are at home. And it's not ideal. They go 10-9, then they're 30-30. No, they're 31.
I swear, if we lose 2 out of the 3 games to the Marlins, I'm rooting for the Padres in the playoffs.
The Padres are gonna be fun. Padres 26-17. So if they go
Dodgers,
9,
man,
they go 10-9. They're 31-29. I think that's good enough for the playoffs. I'm not worried. I think they're going to go to the playoffs.
I think it's gonna be by a hair, though. It's not gonna be.
Oh yeah, no.
They're just gonna make it.
The hope is that they're the 7th seed and they don't have to play the 6th or 7th seed. They don't have to play Tampa because they just can't beat Tampa this year. They went. Here's Tampa. 1.
It's gonna be fun, actually. What I was thinking the other day is like when the playoffs come.
2. They went 2-8 against.
When the playoffs come, we actually have to go back to one of our first couple episodes and then see if our predictions came true of who won the division, and then how we think the playoffs are gonna play out.
We're already wrong.
We're
already so wrong.
No, I am not wrong on one of them.
One. We're so.
Which
wrong.
one? Which one do you think I'm wrong on?
I know you're wrong on the AL East.
Oh yeah, that was wrong, but. I said that the Athletics would be winning the division, and they are winning so far. There we go.
You said that because you just don't want Houston to win.
Oh, no, I said that because that too, and Athletics, they're a good team, the Athletics.
3, 6.
And I think we both got the Dodgers right.
Listen, how the season... The Yankees are going...
How about the White Sox this year?
Wait, no, hold on. We're talking about the Yankees.
Those are doing. They're pretty.
They're tied for first. That's impressive.
That division, the first three teams in that division are battling right now.
26 wins apiece. So if you look at like the ESPN projections, the Yankees have the lowest percentage of the high percentage teams to make the playoffs at 89%. Everybody else is 7.5 and lower. The Yankees are going to be in the playoffs unless they lose their next 19 games, which is very unrealistic.
Or if they lose the series against the Orioles.
I'm not worried about that because I don't think that will happen because I believe we're playing Baltimore 4 games at home, and like I said before, we don't lose.
Go back
at
to
home.
the last Baltimore series. We lost 2 out of 3. No, 3 out of 4.
Yeah, and that was on the road. For some reason this year, the Yankees cannot play on the road, and it's bad. And also, like, we're out our 3 best hitters in the lineup have not played together in over a month. All of August, which is another reason why they were so bad.
I know.
Judge,
Also, Stan
and Torres didn't play.
They both started practicing.
Good.
Stan just started taking fielding practice the other day. I know Stan has been Judge has been hitting in the cage.
Good.
So, but there's 19 games left. When are they going to come back? With 5 games left in the season?
I don't care when they come back, as long as they come back. The only thing I'm not really looking forward to is that we have an 8-game stretch to end the season on the road.
Yeah.
Boston and Toronto.
Buffalo.
7 game. Toronto.
Buffalo.
So it sucks, but I do think if we can get Judge back, God, in a week, that puts us at the first 3 against Toronto at home. If we can get Judge back for that, then that's fine. And if we can get Stan back around there too, that's great. I mean, Torres is coming back.
When is Paxton? Is Paxton even coming back?
He'll probably be back. It was a forearm strain. Who knows when? And everybody hates him this year, so let him sit on the IL to make everybody shut up. But the thing that sucks the most about this like awful month is that now the Yankees have to start using J.A. Happ. I mean, he's already penciled in here to pitch tonight.
He's probably going to be
Tuesday night.
He's going to be back on the team next year
And
because how many starts has he had so far?
I don't know.
Well, let's go to his stats because you said 11 or 10 then.
I forgot what it was. We have to look at that old episode. He started 5 games. He's only pitched 25 innings. I think he needed to hit 11 innings or like 11 games in like 76 or 86
Is that just regular
innings.
season or is that including postseason?
I don't know.
Because if it's just the regular season, then he's not hitting that.
Look it up.
I'll look it up over here. It's easier for me. So continue.
But yeah, so unfortunately we're gonna be stuck with Happ for next year because we have to keep starting him, and it's a bad month. Everybody's angry. Everybody wants to get rid of Boone and Cashman, and Judge and Torres and Stan. And it's like you want to get rid of all these players, but what are you gonna do then? The team's gonna be trash. If you want to get rid of anybody, get rid of Happ. Keep Paxton. What's it say? Pull it up. So, all right, 2021 option vest, 165 innings. Okay, it's shortened season. 62 innings pitched or 10 games started.
Where does it say that? Oh, right here.
Right, we have pressures.
He's not hitting that this year.
At least he's got enough time. Go back to the schedule. Here.
How many games do we have left?
Hold on. Look up.
This is right now.
So, he's pitching every 5th game. So, he won. So, this is put him at 7, 8.
9.
He'll hit 9. They might use him though on 3 days rest. He can hit the 10 games started.
I mean, hey, if he's our best pitcher right now, then go ahead.
And honestly, if he hits 4 games and he's able to do 7 innings each, which is unlikely considering how the team's working this year, that's another 28 innings, and that puts him at 63, which would give him the amount of innings pitched that he needs.
If this was a full season, he would have had to hit 165 innings pitched and 25 games started.
27 games started, yes.
But since it's a shortened season, it's
they reduced
kind of half.
Yeah.
Somehow. I don't know. It's just when you think about it, though, it's like if we just crawl to the playoffs, what makes you think we're going to get far in the playoffs then?
We're going to have a full team back.
Yeah, well, that is very true. We will have a full team back, but our pitching is still, our bullpen's still weak right now.
Yeah, our bullpen is trash, but the hope will be that...
Hap looks like an alien, first of all.
Yeah. The bullpen's trash, but the hope is by the time we get Judge, Stan, and Torres back, the 3 of them start hitting and doing what they were doing best. I mean, Judge and Stan were early MVP talks, how the season started and how they started so hot. Torres, he'll find his groove. It sucks how bad he's been this year, but I'm not worried about that at all.
I just want Gary Sanchez to wake up in the playoffs.
He will. Just wait for the Kraken. I know everybody hates him. I know you hate him. We didn't get a big fight, but I was ready to kill you last night.
I just like how Kratz is like his energy is this year.
Dude's 40 because he knows this is his last shot.
Oh yeah, he just wants to have the best last year of his career he can, and he's having so much fun, and I love it.
Yeah, he's doing really well. But I know yesterday we got into it on Gary Sanchez, so let's see. Tell everybody what you were thinking.
I'm happy he's benched.
Yeah, and I told you you're so wrong.
Yeah, he thinks I'm wrong because I think. And he's going to get mad at me for this. And I'm sure there are some Gary Sanchez butt lickers out there. Going into next year, I think we should get another starting catcher. And I don't know. Whoever's on the list. I don't know. We got to look to see who's a free agent.
I'll tell you who's a free agent. JT Realmuto.
Yes, go for him.
No, that's not I
didn't finish it. I know you hate it. But if we could somehow get Realmuto.
Which we won't.
Probably not. Or just in a world where we can get a starting catcher, right? Have Sanchez become the backup catcher or the DH for now.
What about Stanton?
Have them alternate.
That's not going to work.
All right, but all I'm saying is Sanchez. Something's got to be done with Sanchez, man, because he's making too many errors. He's not hitting at all this year. He's hitting a couple home runs, which when he has a home run, it gets me hyped, and then he just goes back to the normal Sanchez we're used to. Let's see, where is there? It is.
It's by average, so I have to go all the way down.
He's batting 130.
Yeah.
Away, he's batting 114. That is really bad.
The whole
Especially
team's batting terribly away, so it's not just him.
That just screwed that up.
Here's the thing I'm going to argue with. Everyone's saying, oh, he's playing so bad, blah, blah, blah. So he's batting 114 away.
So how many hits has he gotten this year? Can we see a breakdown of that?
I don't know. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, no. So, everyone's saying, oh, he's playing trash. What did you click?
Let me go back because I clicked on something.
Yeah.
Let me see. 22nd. Oh, okay, it was right there. But
this year he has 13 hits.
Out of 100 bats.
Hence 130. But, at home, he has 8 of his hits. Away, he has 5. At home, the home runs are pretty evenly split. He walks more at home. He strikes out less at home. His average is 30 points higher at home.
There's a lot of home runs being hit this year.
Well, the Yankees, no, because they're...
No, not on the Yankees, just, like, league leaders, because Voit is, like, 1 or 2 behind, like, a league leader right now.
He's tied for 3rd.
Yeah, so there's really not that... I don't think anyone's hit over 20 home runs yet.
Well, yeah, that would mean a player had to hit a home run every other game. That's not...
It would be awesome.
It would be, but it's not what happens. But my argument with Sanchez is simply this. Like, okay, everyone's mad at him for batting 130. Yeah, he's batting the worst on the team. But the whole team is playing like trash. It's not just him.
I'm not saying him out. I know.
You got Ford batting 140, Wade 150, Gardner 170.
Yeah, Gardner is...
Jordan Morrison, I don't care. Higashioka 200, Thairo Estrada 200, Hicks 209, and Duhan no one cares about. Torres
then it gets a little better.
Torres batting 233. Torres only has... Let's see how many more hits he has, because it's not much. I'll tell you that much. 13 compared to... He's got 7 more hits. Like, give me a break. So everyone's on Gary Sanchez's ass saying that he sucks in this, and he's not the best defensive catcher, and that's something everybody has to come to terms with. Not everyone's going to be Posada or Pudge or what the hell's his name? Cervelli. I loved Cervelli. McCann. No, you're not.
I like Cervelli.
Cervelli was awesome.
He retired.
I know.
It's so sad.
Or Realmuto behind the plate that they're not going to give up a single pass ball, or Yadier Molina. But he still has one of the top 3 arms behind the plate that you cannot run on Sanchez. If Sanchez is behind the plate, you cannot advance your runner. Just like if you're hitting a ball into right field, you cannot extend to a triple or sometimes a double against Aaron Judge.
I don't like him, but Kratz is actually hitting not that bad.
He's got 27 at bats. You can't compare the two.
He's still not hitting that bad though. What's Sanchez? How many bats he has?
Sanchez has
41.
100.
No, sorry, Stanton. 41. Judge 65. His average isn't that bad. I know he's been out for a little bit, but
Judge is in almost 300, and so is Stanton. And I'm perfectly fine with.
They're hitting
but
great.
Sanchez, you're not going to find a better backstop in the game who provides you the power and the arm combo. Yes, he's not going to hit you 300. He's probably going to hit you closer to 240, 230, which it's not great. It's not ideal. But when you need somebody to come up clutch, he's going to. And I know you're going to tell me he's going to strike out and ground into a double play. He's one of the more clutch hitters on the team. And that's, if you don't, you can go look that up yourself. It's not me just saying that, pulling it out of my ass. It's a stat on ESPN of clutch hitters. They have it. We don't have it pulled up right now. But last year he was one of the more clutch hitters in the league, especially in the playoffs, according to this. So, just shut up. Like, I mean, you're not going to bench Gary Sanchez.
They did already, though.
Well, yes, no, because he's batting 130. But you're not next year going into this saying, oh, we're going to go and sign Joe Schmo off the street and have Sanchez sit. That's not going to happen.
Bring Kratz back.
They're not. That's stupid. They're not going to bring Kratz back. Dude's 40. He's going to retire. He's 40. This is his last hurrah. They're going to have to get rid of Higashioka because he's not good either. I mean, listen, they got kids in the minor leagues. They've drafted catchers 203 drafts.
I really wish, if we can go back in time, I wish we would have kept Austin Romine and just had him as our backup catcher still.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked that too, but Cashman doesn't pay for backup catchers. I mean, look at all of his catchers. That's why they let Cervelli walk. Who's behind Posada? Was it Girardi?
Yeah.
Girardi for a bit, and they let him walk. Cashman doesn't pay for backup catchers.
No, he's just going to bring them up from his farm system.
Well, he hasn't done that in a very long time, but like I just said, like 2 of the last 3 drafts, they spent their first round pick on catchers. Now, I mean, that's also partially because one of them shattered his kneecap after they drafted him. Took a foul ball off his knee. So they drafted another
Who's
catcher.
that guy they signed, they drafted this year? Was Austin, what was his name? Wells?
That sounds familiar.
Dun 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 dun.
I can't reach the keyboard. Just Yankees draft.
Because depending on how far away he is...
Nobody's close. If they were just drafted this year, they're like 3 years away.
Yeah, well, we said that about Florial, and he came up.
Florial was drafted like 5 years ago.
Now, who's the other one? Who am I thinking? Oh, it's Dominguez. Never mind.
Well, yeah, he's a long way. He's kid 17.
A-Rod and Jennifer Lopez just put $2.3 billion bid into the Mets organization. Well, you want to talk about your interesting dream too?
Well,
the hitting coach.
I don't know
Later
what
on?
you're talking about with A-Rod because they can't do that.
No, yours.
No, I know what you're saying. I'm saying that the bid that you just said can't happen.
That's what I said.
They got. Oh, no.
2.3 billion plus bid for Mets now has her becoming control person over the team.
Interesting. 'Cause
I
I saw that the last day that they could bid for them, the Mets was the end of August, the 31st.
Well, they don't want them to buy the Mets.
Well, yeah, no. The Mets asked, like, hey, A-Rod, like, what's your final offer? Just so we have an idea, like, a couple days before the deadline. And he told them, and then now he's pissed. He's like, they went to Steve Cohen, because now Steve Cohen's bid came out and it was only $50 million more than A-Rod. So he's furious, saying this was BS. You know, they took my number, they went to Cohen and said, here, we'll work with you. Just give us a little bit more. And they immediately canceled talks with A-Rod after that. But I guess they opened him up again. But yeah, I don't know. I had a weird dream last night, which is pretty much every night of my life. But this one was Yankees related. So I had a dream that I woke up and I was reading the news and the Yankees signed Mark Teixeira as their hitting coach. Now, that would be fantastic because he was really good and I loved him and I was so happy when we got him and he was fantastic when he was here. Like we said earlier in the show, Marcus Thames is crap and he needs to go. I mean, hold on, let me look at this. This is, I mean, a lot better than I expected. Alright, let's stop here. I don't know. He's just not a good hitting coach. I mean, aside from LeMahieu and Voit, no one has more than 30 hits. Urshela's the next with 28, Hicks has 23. But, I mean, they're batting 272. 272 is fine for Gio, but Hicks is batting 209.
Higashioka has 5 hits. No,
Yeah.
it's in 25 at bats, though.
Yeah.
So
It's still not good. Like, these guys, they're not seeing. I don't know if it's they're not
Tyler
seeing the
Wade,
ball.
9 hits and 57 at bats. I mean, come on.
Yeah, he's not good.
I know he's not good.
But, I mean, these are supposed to be major league players, and they're supposed to have an eye for the ball, and when you see everyone's average... Oh, wait, hit the wrong button. Then you have... How many is this? Starting here. God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 guys batting under 250 The team batting average is 237. Their on-base percentage is only 330. That's terrible. That's so bad. They have only, okay, that's a lot. 160 walks for the year, but the majority of that, Aaron Hicks has 27 walks. And then you have Brett Gardner with 16. No one else with more than 15. I mean, you got Voit, Torres, and Urshela at 14. It's bad. They can't see the ball. They're swinging at crap, and they're just sitting there. They're striking out left and right, which, I mean, listen, coming into the season, we know it's a team that's going to strike out a lot when you got Sanchez, Judge, and Stanton on the team. But, I mean, still, there's 338 strikeouts, which really isn't that much because Stanton and Judge have been hurt. But Voit 38, Sanchez 48, Gardner 28. Gardner I'm surprised about. Gardner's got a good eye. Gardner's playing like crap this year. I don't know. I really don't know what to say anymore besides Thames has to go, and they'll have to go to the eye doctor and find out what the hell's wrong with them.
All right. Well, we both agree, and I bet everyone out there agrees that the Yankees suck this year. They're not having their year.
I'm not gonna say they suck. I mean, they're playing like garbage, and like we said before,
Let's say the month of August they sucked.
August they sucked, and when they play away, they suck. When they're home,
they're okay. They're okay.
Yeah.
As of now, but look, there's 19 games left. There's no breaks until September 14th, which is next week. So, plenty of baseball to, get back on track. Plenty of baseball to get a, good winning streak going. Start taking at least 2 to 3 games out of each series if you can.
They got it. I mean, listen, like
it
does get easier.
They're on a 4-game losing streak right now. If you get swept by Toronto, in my opinion, they're just going to barely make the playoffs then.
They're not going to barely. As I said before, you look at the rest of the AL East, the entire American League, it's not close. I mean,
I think
they're taking the top 8 teams.
Go back to the schedule. So we have Baltimore. Oh, my finger's right on the camera. Baltimore, Toronto, Boston, Toronto, Miami.
Yeah.
We're probably going to take Boston because Boston is horrible this year. Marlins, I think, are 500. So they're in their division. I guess they're okay. That's a close division, actually.
Listen, this is how I look at it. They're taking the top 8 teams from each league this year.
Yeah.
The Yankees will make it because the Rangers, the Angels are so bad. Kansas City, the Tigers are so bad. The only team I'm kind of iffy about is Seattle. Also, the Orioles are not making the playoffs. Let's just make that clear.
No, that's not happening.
Seattle's
they have a 7% chance of making the playoffs.
Seattle's iffy. There's 19 and 22. I don't know the rest of their schedule, but they have some talent. The Orioles, they don't have much talent. They will not make the playoffs.
It's probably going to be Cleveland, Chicago, Oakland, Houston, Tampa Bay,
Minnesota,
yes. Yankees, Blue Jays.
You're taking the top 3 from the East, top 3 from the Central, the top 2 from the West. That's how it's going to be.
And the Yankees will probably either get the 7th or 8th seed on it, depending on
and I'm fine with that. They're going to make it in. I'm not too worried. You look at the NL, you got 2 teams from the East, 1 team from the Central,
Cubs doing
2
good this year.
teams from the West, and then still 3 spots. I mean,
I'm going to be really excited. Look, if Yankees get kicked out in the first round of the playoffs, and the Padres are doing good, I want to really see the Padres go.
I really would like to, because, I mean, they got Tatis who's on fire, and he's making the game fun.
Interesting World Series.
Dodgers are 30 and 12.
I know, they're really good. Padres, Athletics, World Series. Interesting matchup.
Maybe.
We'll see. But I kind of feel Tampa Bay might be in the World Series this year.
Tampa and Dodgers. Let's go.
Or White Sox and Dodgers.
God, no.
I'm just thinking of all different possibilities right now. I mean, we thought Houston and the Yankees were going to be powerhouse teams this year, and look at their.
I didn't think Houston was going to be a powerhouse team this year.
Well, I think when they lost Cole, their starting rotation got hit big time.
Yeah, it did. I mean, they lost him and Greinke's on the back line of his career, so they're just really holding on to 42-year-old Justin Verlander,
who is, I think, still hurt. I don't know if he came back. Anyway, that's for next time. All right, guys, that will conclude today's episode of Shitting on the Yankees. Hopefully next week we have some better news. Hopefully next week we can come back and say, hey, the Yankees won their last 5 out of 7 games, or 7 out of 7 games, if that's even possible with them right now. But, it's been a long month for August. It's September now. Let's turn some things around. Just watch some good baseball. Be happy at least we have baseball. And should be a fun rest of the year. I'm one of your hosts, Nick Giamonti.
I'm Rich Pagnotta, man. Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next week.
Peace.